avoiding this question. I have just wanted to be cautious about answering it, and I've had enough people message me or tag me in other videos that I thought I'm just going to share my thoughts. But keep in mind, it's just my personal opinion.
And here's mine.
First of all, from what I'm understanding, Trump is just putting the Department of Education back into the state's hands.
This would not be just a shift in who runs things. But by the way, states already run a lot of education. If you like the idea of all kids being given the chance to have a good education, that's the Department of Education. If you like kids not being discriminated against at school, that's the Department of Education.
Which, let's be honest, the same people who are getting upset about this are the same people who do not like standardized testing. I have yet to meet a teacher that likes standardized testing. I have yet to meet a parent that likes standardized testing.
Testing isn't actually the Department of Education's main job. That is mostly handled by massive profit-driven standardized testing companies. And if you're frustrated with testing, what you're really upset about is the free market. And ironically, if you support school vouchers, I'm not saying that you do, but if you do, you are advocating for schools to operate within that same free market, aka competing against one another like businesses. And here's the thing, abolishing the Department of Education does not necessarily mean standardized testing would end, because states are the ones who run and mandate a lot of these tests. If you're a third grade teacher, I'm sure you know that. Abolishing the department would just strip away federal support that helps make public education accessible to millions of kids.
Also, that little bill that was passed in 2001, the No Child Left Behind Act, please. Most everybody I know, we have nicknamed that the Every Child Left Behind. So I'm hoping something will change with that.
No Child Left Behind was replaced in 2015 by the Every Student Succeeds Act, which gives states more flexibility, which is allegedly what people like you want. But even if you don't like the Every Student Succeeds Act, throwing the entire department away because you don't like one policy is not the move. We need to fix the problems, not throw the entire system out.
Also, I do not think there is any way that schools are all of a sudden going to stop addressing and serving those students that are special needs, have an IEP or a 504. I just do not feel like we're just going to stop meeting their needs. I know we are going to continue to serve those students as best we can.
I'm so glad you don't think that. History, though, proves otherwise, because before IDEA or IDEA, millions of students with disabilities were excluded from receiving an education. And before the Department of Education came on the scene, there was very little oversight making sure that these students were actually being cared for and given an education. IDEA and Section 504 require states meet students' needs, but only because federal mandates and funding say they have to. Without oversight, states could deprioritize or defund these programs.
I am just not going to panic, freak out, because I do not think there's any point in wasting my energy on that right now. So for the time being, I'm going to continue to do what I have been doing, and that is try to educate my kids as best I can. And I just pray that every student gets the education they deserve and they need.
Thoughts and prayers. Nice.